Good morning, class 2 children. Now let us start English language, chapter 14, robot with a virus. If you were to create a robot, what would you it like, look to like, draw it here. You draw one robot. Now, start. Written by Pedro Pablo Sacristan. Ricky lived in a lovely puristic house, which had everything you could ever want. Though he didn't help much around the house, Ricky was still as pleased as Punch when his parents bought him the latest model of butler robot. As soon as it arrived, off it went, cooking, cleaning, ironing, and most importantly, gathering up old clothes from Ricky's bedroom floor, which Ricky didn't like having to work on. On the first day when Ricky went to sleep, he had left his bedroom in a truly disastrous state. Puristic, modern, butler, the cheap manservant of a house. Disastrous, horrible. When he woke up the next morning, everything was perfectly clean. That means Ricky made her room untidy, but that butler robot, made it everything clean and perfectly clean and tidy. In fact, it was actually too clean. Now, Ricky couldn't find his favorite t-shirt on his favorite toy. However much he searched, the two items did not reappear. The same was starting to happen with the other things. Ricky cast a suspicious eye on the gleaming butler robot. He hatched a plan to spy on the robot. Maybe robot has taken that one, Ricky is thinking, and began following it around the house. Finally, he caught the red-handed picking up one of Ricky's toys to hide it. Off he went running to his parents to tell them that the butler was broken and badly programmed. This is a robot, so it was programmed what to do, what is not to do. Ricky asked them to have it changed, but his parents told him absolutely not. It was impossible. They were delighted with the new butler and it cooked like a dream. So Ricky needed to get some kind of proof, maybe take some hidden photos. He kept on at his parents, but how much good stuff the robot was hiding, the outweighed however good a cook it was. Ricky argued. Ricky was complaining about the robot, but parents are not listening that one, not believe Ricky. One day the robot was whirling past and heard the boys' complaints. The robot returned with one of the boys' toys and some clothes for him. "Here, sir, I did not know it was bothering you," said the butler with its metallic voice. "How could it not? You thief! You have been nicking my stuff for weeks," the boy answered furiously. Boy means Ricky. "The objects were left on the floor. I therefore calculated that you did not like them. I am programmed to collect all that is not wanted, and at night I send it to the places other humans can use it." That means the robot was programmed that which is unwanted, that the robot sent to the other places where it was needed to others. "I am a maximum efficiency machine. Were you unaware?" the robot said with a certain pride. Ricky started feeling ashamed. He had spent all his life treating things as though they were useless. He looked after nothing, yet it was true that many other people would be delighted to treat those things with all the care in the world. And he understood that the robot was neither broken nor misprogrammed. Rather, it had been programmed extremely well. That means it is unwanted, that was given to others who need it. Since then, Ricky decided to become a maximum efficiency boy. Efficiency means quality of providing good results. Programmed means planned and designed. And he put real care into how he treated his things. He kept them tidy and made sure he didn't have more than necessary. Whatever he needed, that one he was taking. And often he would buy things and take them along with his good friends, the robot, to help out those other people needed them. Okay, read it. Thank you.